Knäckebröd have some kind of sneaky plan in their pocket, Mojo, or are we going to see something fairly standard with them on defense here?
Well, it doesn't have to always be something sneaky so you can win a match, you know. It doesn't work like that every time. Well, GoHard playing with Artie, they will not play too offensive, we already know that, but they will try to gain some superficial map control left and right. On the other hand, Knäckebröd, it looks like they're going to throw everything they have to the middle immediately.
So a very defensive setup actually from GoHard here. They have something going on at A4, A5. 3 tanks going up into middle. Carry, Barry and Daniak sitting up there. Raven and Leechbar have already taken up advanced positions. Raven's getting spotted out there by Kaizu. Leechbar's taking shots into Danny. Danny's getting himself caught out there. That's not great start.
Oh, there is
a
Artie connection there. And plus connections from Kaizu.
Oh, massive hits coming in there. Raven gets hit for 918 there as Leechbar backs off. Was actually Leechbar that took the hit there, not Raven. So Leechbar's getting hit twice, multiple times. There's lost his viewing device, doesn't have the vision for his team.
I think Kaizu was clipping from the island as far as I saw, and Diplomat also connected. But look at this. Failware is kind of behind them. I cannot say really is that the best move they could do.
That's a very, very strange position to be going to. Also, look at where Suxika is. Suxika's sitting up there on top of the hill. It looks like GoHard have got some sneaky tactics here up on top of the area of the back of the map.
It looks like a freebie given to GoHard. We already seen teams that are playing like defensive start and they would do overwhelming damage only and only if people who are controlling the middle overcommit. And this is exactly what KB did. Look at this melting.
Danny takes out Bratty as Leechbar in turn takes out Danny. Oh, we just had Caribari jumping down there, but Raven gets a shot on him. Knäckebröd taking some damage back into GoHard, but GoHard with all the advantage here. The only tank who's taking damage now is Kaiju, and he's been able to just rush through the middle of them as Hellfish is now taken out for Knäckebröd. All we have left is Zanlon, Leechbar and Raven. Knäckebröd kind of getting outplayed here by GoHard. A very interesting defensive setup there. Suxika still sitting up there on that hill, being able to just fire out damage. Leechbar trying to do what he can as Tyne takes out Raven.
Leechbar was like, die, clicker, die. I will lose the game, but you will die.
And there we have Tyne killing out Leechbar. All we have left is Zanelon. Wow, very strong start here from GoHard, kind of stamping their authority down as mines to be their territory and their map.
I really can't even say it's a strong start from the GoHard. They just played their game and KB kind of suicided more or less. That was a really risky move by Failware and it definitely didn't pay off. We could see that. You don't need to be expert to judge on that one.
A bit of an overextension here. Whatever tactic they had with the E50 hasn't quite worked for Knäckebröd, as this is 1-0 to GoHard. Starting out strong, I would say, Mojo, and I think they're not going to take their foot off the throttle here.
Well, we already know that when someone plays with Artie in attack, they will not really commit too much. So fairly, it was easy for Knäckebröd to just take over the middle. So that was fine.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with there. Failware flanking from the side to maybe intercept anyone climbing from the GoHard side there, so he doesn't get control there. Also fine. Why he just then suicide? Like, if you were not spotted, you cannot expect everyone to just be on island.
Yeah.
I guess it was because damage came to Leechbear, who probably positioned bad, but it was only one guy shooting him.
Yeah. Did you notice, though, where Suxika was? Did you see where he was at the back of the map?
He was covering the middle also.
That's an area I've not normally seen a tank before. It was
No. It's a really standard position when you are trying to cover middle, but usually when you have a tank there, you don't put tanks where other guys were.
Okay.
On the classic A4, A5 and those positions. So you usually don't have tanks there, and then you use that position so he can snipe and he has a cooldown and he's pretty safe. But GoHard made a really defensive setup there with a lot of crossfires, so they were playing around Diplo.
Okay.
Diplo was center of their attention, and it was really interesting moment when they managed to push through and actually kill him. Lose the game, but kill him.
Well, let's have a look and see actually just how much damage Diplo was able to do with his artillery there. Was this a carry game? Like, wow, he still comes in third on his team.
Unreal.
Annihilator top, and this is fantastic for me because I brought Annihilator into my fantasy team. You'll hear me talk a lot about my fantasy team, guys, because I also like to be able to just showcase just how good some of these players are. So, amazing play there from Annihilator coming top damage. He was sitting up beside his artillery, getting all the shots into the middle. Leechbar still be able to do great for his team in second place.
Tyne, he was
Diplomat,
also the first guy to take serious damage.
He was the one, but I mean, out of 7 top damage dealers there, I mean, 8th there, then you have Danny Zek. So, GoHard, doing a monster amount of damage there, and in return, Knäckebröd not really there at all, being able to get the guns back. Hellfish, 0 damage there
Wow,
in
I sold
MX50B.
Hellfish last week. I think I made a good move looking this.
I don't know what you said to him, but I mean, an MX50B getting 0 damage is really obviously not good. It's there as a damage dealer.
It was really a lot of missed positions from Knäckebröd, and we already seen that. But I'm really shocked actually that Diplomat managed to pull through in 3 shots that much damage. I'm actually shocked that he managed to hit 3 shots in that little amount of time he had.
The man is an absolute monster. So now we switch the teams round. The other
You're
team
gonna curse
attacks,
him like this, you know?
other team defends. Let's have a look at the lineups and see how they're going to line up this time, see if there's any other surprises. So I don't see anything jump out at me immediately, Mojo. Can you see anything?
No, this is a really standard setup, just a lot of clippers on GoHard side, and they gave up on any art in defense. So that's kind of interesting from them. But last time in defense, they used like TVP and E5 instead of those 1-1-3s. So that's about that. They also had an Artian grill. So quite different and more brawl-like setup, I would say, from them.
And from these setups, does it look like Knäckebröd have a tactic in mind for a base, or does it look like they're just looking for a brawl?
This kind of setup is really standard, but 2 T10s can be used also to cap on a lower cap. And honestly, looking GoHard now, maybe that would be even the best game for them. It's only the question, will GoHard press on that side, on island side, with those budgets?
Okay, well, let's jump into battle number 2 on mines and see if GoHard can make it 2-0, or can Knäckebröd take it back and make it 1-1? They have it all to play for right now. I wonder how it's going to go.
Well, let's remember, both of these teams before this game had 100% in defense. Knäckebröd doesn't have it anymore. Maybe GoHard will, maybe not, we'll see. But only one tank going to island, it's Crux, so that's pretty similar opening as GoHard had. Everyone else going for the middle. Oh, look at this move by GoHard. This is really risky. Ultra risky.
And they get spotted out by Crux, who doesn't get spotted out in counter. He's going to turn and run before he gets spotted. Diplomat, we have Kaizu, and we have Suksika coming up here on the flank, rushing down there. They're lit completely. Knäckebröd know exactly where they are, and now they're going to overextend and get themselves caught out as Time's down below them.
Crux, smart one, like running away, and Diplomat getting wrecked here. This is like a 1 step too far, and you can see the damage he took.
GoHard overextending a bit now as Failware's able to get shots in between him. He's getting shots down into Danizek there in the middle. We have Caribari and
Annihilator and Caribari now, exactly.
Trying to swing round on the stop. We want to see that kind of shots they have as Annihilator takes out Leechbar. So fantastic flanking here from GoHard. They're able to quickly wrap round and get shots down, just as Raven now takes out Danizek. So 1-1 each team right now. GoHard trying to get shots on, trying to just
Crux
get a
is
bit
under
more
pressure now.
Positioning. Kaiju's going to go down onto Crux here. He needs to get these shots in. It's going to be an exchange for him. Crux looks like he misses a shot, so Kaizu has the advantage here, but there's crossfire coming in as well. Suksika manages to get the shot onto Crux. Failware here jumping onto Annihilator. Caribari's having to run off. He's in a reload. Failware's going to get his shots into Annihilator. Has he had one more to be able to kill him?
What a messy game, and it's all over the battlefield. It's still not lost for GoHard, but it doesn't look good at the moment because all the upper positions are held by Knäckebröd, and there is no artillery to dig them out.
Diplomat, the hero of the previous match, and as you said, I have jinxed him as he's now getting absolutely wrecked in this battle with barely doing any damage. Tine here doing what he can. Failware looking to get shots on Caribari. Caribari's not reloaded, but Zanlon's going to come in behind him. Caribari needs to take out Failware quickly and try and get shots. But it's not looking that way. It looks like Caribari's going to get himself deleted. As Zanlon actually protects his teammates and blocks the shot. So Caribari still gets the shots off, but Zanlon's going to finish him. Zanlon didn't take any damage himself. Good shot discipline from Caribari, but the damage is done. GoHard are now quite an HP disadvantage down to Knäckebröd. 2,000 health here.
We are still in a 3 versus 3 game, but every possible advantage is on Knäckebröd side. They hold the hill. They can do whatever they want rotation-wise. Diplomat from the start of the game on that miserable HP, pretty much useless with half of the dead things in his tank. And Suksika, a tier 9 budget, not a tier 10 one.
Suksika coming up here to support Tine as Tine was trying to get a shot off there. Tine gets himself spotted. Cap being started by Zanlon over at base number 1. GoHard not really in a position to be able to challenge this at all as Tine takes a shot from Bratty there.
Tuna
gets
getting
a shot
beat
back
up here.
He's getting wrecked here in the middle in a crossfire. Suksika coming in to do what he can to try and get shots into Raven, but he misses. Raven's still on full HP. This entire exchange is he's been able to get shots everywhere into him. Suksika now drops. Bratty's able to kill him. Bratty is on a reload, Time doing what he can, but again he's caught in a crossfire, and those shots are brutal. So, Knäckebröd in
Diplomat
command of
managing
this
to
one.
sneak some damage in there.
Diplomat getting the shot, but in return, Raven gets the shot back on him. Knäckebröd with 2 tanks left at the end of that battle, but that was far from a convincing win, wasn't it?
No, but still it was overwhelming victory for Knäckebröd. Honestly, it was really brave play by GoHard. It just didn't pay off. It was ultra risky because the main of their plan was those 3 Butchots chasing away island, and then 1-1-3s would push through the water and go behind. And then you would have also 2 Butchots from here. So they're just giving up their base in a hill, trying to catch tanks on the flank. But Diplomat overextended for like a track.
Yeah.
And he got shot from the side. Also, critical part in their defeat was Crooks seeing them on time and surviving without taking a shot. And then he emptied the tile clip in one of the 1-1-3s. That's why he actually died after that so easily.
That's very telling. Crux was able to spot those 3 tanks from GoHard and not get counter-spotted himself. So
Yeah, he ran away clean, completely.
Raven was one of the guys left at the end of the battle there with lots of HP. Let's see if he was one of the top damage dealers, because I think he had a really good position from where he was to get shots in. Bam, called it. Raven top damage there for his team. So exceptional play. He was basically king of the hill on his own in the middle there, able to get shots at
Snipe.
multiple tanks available to him. 14 shots, 3 kills, 3,215 damage.
Wow, Diplo almost, although he kind of costed his team a lot in this game, he still managed to sneak some damage in.
Still gets on page number 1 for his team with damage there. Top of the damage for GoHard is Carry Barry, doing what he can to carry, but not really able to survive there. Poor Leech Bar in the T10 was getting absolutely
Danny got
pummeled
wrecked
again at
by
the start.
Crooks, I think. When he was driving through the water, I think Crooks just shot him in the back.
Yep. And Danny, Suksika was left, he was actually one of the last standing there for GoHard, but he wasn't able to get his gun to bear. He wasn't able to get focused on the target, so...
Also, Leechberg, he got pretty much wrecked from the Butchots from the back, and Nile and whoever was with him failed.
Yeah, when the counter push came round the top, yeah. So, unlucky for GoHard. You're saying we came into this match, both teams had 100% defense. Both teams lose their defensive games and win on the
most
offense.
defensive map in the game.
Yeah.
It was due to their play. They played both really aggressive and they gambled a lot and they lost. Or with more conventional play, it would be much easier for both, honestly.
Okay, so our next map that we're going to be going to is going to be Cliff. Let's have a look at the lineups here. Obviously, we're going to see lots of bat chats. It's Cliff, that's what you always get as bat chats. But there is some subtle differences in the teams.
Well, honestly, for one, okay, we can obviously see GoHard has an artillery in defense, but also GoHard didn't play a single game on Cliff yet.
Oh,
not a single one.
Interesting, okay.
Knäckebröd on other side did quite a bit.
So is this a pocket pick for GoHard, or do you think they've been forced into it? Or are they holding off because they have maybe some kind of special tactic?
Well, artillery can be used on this map very well, especially since they have like 6 mediums here. M40 RT can more or less one-shoot any of the Butchots if it bends, or cripple them by damage. So it's all about how will Knäckebröd react to this.
Okay, so let's see who's going to be going 2-1 up here on Cliff, as we have Knäckebröd on the attack and GoHard on the defense. Okay, so do you think it's just going to be a fairly standard fight in the middle, Mojo?
No.
Or do
No.
you think we might get the fight
No,
on
no,
the west side?
GoHard will take defensive positions. Now we've seen teams like Rage Quit try to play with RT, but what they did wrong is they split all over the place.
Okay.
GoHard has 6 tier 10 medium tanks clippers. They need to make kind of a crossfire but be close enough to each other. So if Knäckebröd pushes with 7 tanks somewhere, they can actually resist them by damage purely, not even counting on RT. Diplomat's position is fairly strange here. He's behind a little hill there, but I'm not sure how safe he is.
This could be dangerous for Carry Barry in time, couldn't it? They could be caught out by the wraparound coming round here.
Well, I can fall down, but that also is not necessarily the best. Also, they are kind of down there, so they're just providing spots for artillery and kind of cross angles if someone tries to climb the hill normal way. But if someone is doing this like failure from a backside, they cannot even see him.
So it looks like Danny's going to be the one to try and climb the hill. He has to be careful of the
No, no,
crossfire.
no, no, no. From there, no one climbs. Never. Except in random games. There, you just spot.
Okay, I stand corrected, Mojo. So we have Failware going around the back way up onto the hill as Suksika is going up the back way on the hill here. Danny's just trying to bait out somebody below him, but obviously you have Hellfish there waiting to cover fire. Lichbar gets himself spotted on the other flank, probably.
Ooh, that's a one shot!
Whoa! Diplomat! Pulling it out the bag and showing Knäckebröd this is not a guy to give any kind of leeways to. He is going to punish you when he's an artillery,
He
and
just
that is why
disappeared from the map. I don't know even where he was.
eliminated. He was at E1. I was just saying he just got spotted. I was about to say I think it was Kaizu that spotted him, and bam, he's gone. So. Failware and Suksika here on the top of the map being spotted out there. Failware has the advantage on the hill, but it looks like he's going to give up some space to Suksika as he can push up perhaps.
Man, this looks like in old times when Eclipse was playing Arti for Navi. He was the best player ever I've seen, and Diplo is really doing it hard for GoHard here.
So already, I mean, he's going to have high damage straight away. So Raven just getting himself spotted out there by Danny as he's getting shots across from the hill. GoHard have to be a bit careful here because there's a rotation came from Knäckebröd, so they're stacking up round on the hill. They only have Hellfish and Raven left over around on the west side of the map.
Can you imagine the team speak of Knäckebröd now? What happened? Yeah, Diplomat happened, yeah.
yeah, Diplomat. Yeah, well, okay.
Arti strike.
Yeah, it's like on an artist strike, yeah. So Knäckebröd taking up a strong position here on the hill, but I'm pretty sure they're all terrified of being spotted right now from the orbital strike cannon of Diplomat, just looking for his next target.
It's not only that, the positions from the GoHard are good. They have a good crossfire, so Suksika, yeah, they can press him, but if they do it from the top, he will be covered by guys like Nile, and there is no one even close enough 3 squares away so he can spot
They're going
Nile.
to try and rush him, but can he pull back so his team can give him a covering fire? Nile misses with the first shot, gets another shot, and Suksika might actually go down here. Zanlon's going to get shots into him. He's trading with them. Nile not getting any shots connected there. There's only 2 damaging shots come in as Raven in the RU-251's able to get a shot back on.
I think Raven got shot by Kaizu from that B1 position. And there is rotation immediately coming in.
Strong rotation coming in here from GoHard as they're going to sweep round onto Hellfish. The tanks that were up on the hill, Knäckebröd have just exchanged a lot of shots. Hellfish is caught wide open here.
Raven didn't even see them coming.
Pretty much caught with his pants down by the autoloaders as they come around to get shots on him. Although the crossfire comes back in from the hill. Tyne is getting caught out in the crossfire. Danny manages to kill Hellfish, but at what cost as Tyne was getting shot in the back there by Raven as the tanks on the top of the hill were able to get shots down.
You don't have to be a prophet to see who's going to fall next. Look at the Raven. Bye.
Oh, Kaiju is able to take him out there as well. So we have Zanlon up on top here with Brate and... Who else was the other one with him? Brate and Zanlon, is it?
Brate, Zane and Failware are holding the hill and Crux is down.
Crux is down below. I'm guessing all 3 of them are just hoping that they don't get spotted.
Well, it's a big problem for them now. They're losing HP-wise, they're losing position-wise. Yeah, they hold that hill, but they can do nothing with it because Dani is proxy spotting them if they move left or right. And Nile and Arti are covering him together with the other guys. Kaizu and the other boys can just freely rotate left and right.
Yeah. So right now we have all of Knäckebröd on the hill, which is normally a strong place, but Knäckebröd are on the attack. They're not on the defense. So GoHard can just sit there and go, okay, right now you need to kill us all, or you need to come into one of these cap circles.
Crux is dealing a bit here with Dani. Shell for shell, Dani cannot sustain it. So there should be some kind of rotation coming in from the GoHard very soon.
Are we going to see a shot coming in from Diplomat here? Does he have the angle?
No, there is a rock in his way.
That's right, he's using it to block him. Okay, so, as I was just saying, GoHard on the defensive here, Knäckebröd on the attack. Knäckebröd need to kill everyone, or they need to push into cap circle 2 or 1. Both cap circles covered very strongly right now by GoHard. They have the map coverage, they have the map advantage. Knäckebröd still have a lot of health right now, but it's not looking good for them to actually try and use that health to win out the battle. They really need to get a pick on someone.
Got a cheap shot now, Failware took needless damage here, and Kaizo, after that firing those 1 or 2 shots, he immediately puts a reload. He knows he's spotted and he cannot pick anymore like that. Arti misses a shell here.
That was so close. Diplomat trying to hope that he was just sitting on the corner, which as it wasn't. Zan takes a small bit of damage there as he drops back off the hill. Wonder if the rest of the team's going to be coming with him as Crux starts to rotate round the very, very long way as you have Tyne on the far side there, able to give them additional fire support. Tyne, Tinny, that's going to be one for a long time. Apart line finish, it means tuna, so we can just go with tuna as well, we could just call him.
Tuna fish.
Tuna fish. Tuna fish and hellfish. Why not?
Wow, full of fishes there. So we have Ural fish in Kazna, and we have here tuna fish and hellfish. Fishy fishes.
So, as we're calling it there, Fairwear, Bratty, Zan, and Crux coming in to rotate at the bottom. Caribari just giving himself a bit of additional coverage there. Doesn't actually spot anyone though, so...
It's still not over, but the time is so short. And I honestly haven't seen anyone cap Cliff in ages. So this season, no one, for sure. So Tuna is here spotting the rotation. He already saw them coming, and he is covered by Caribari there. So he's fairly safe.
So two of the tanks now from Knäckebröd are spotted
And he's
out.
running away before the rotation comes in. This is really well played. And I don't think anyone... Failware waiting there like a spider
Sneaky.
on a cliff. And Bratty is
Sneaky.
taking over on Danny there. There we go, another one.
Okay, so Knäckebröd actually getting the picks we need to, but Caribari and Kaizu here are going to get shots onto Crux. Looks like they're trying to focus onto Crux. They're going to turn their guns now onto Zan, who's below them. They have... Oh, Kaizu has to be careful. He doesn't have the HP to be able to trade. He might actually take shots for Caribari. Kaizu goes down as well. Caribari now is against Zan and Crux. Caribari needs to get a kill here on Crux.
This is really not good. Carry actually has to take them out both, not just one, because Failware is coming in. Crux is out of the shells. That's really lucky for Carry. And he's the last set and he manages. Hard carry by Berry.
Caribari puts on the Caribari pants and he's starting to carry the game here. For a while it was going against GoHard, but they swung it back there. Good trade of HP there with their teammate Caribari having all his shells, so he was able to take out the two remaining Knäckebröd tanks. The advantage now back with GoHard.
2 minutes and counting. Nile can effectively kill both of these budgets alone easily because of his high DPM and fast reload time. He doesn't need reload, he needs 3 shells in reality.
So what are Knäckebröd going to do? We have Bratty and Failware trying to rotate round the back. They want to maybe move into base 2 here because they know that everyone on GoHard is down at base 1. Diplomat, as you can see from his gun angle, is already aiming towards base 2.
He's playing his tank destroyers at the moment. He's not aiming.
He's saying, go for it, guys. Come on, step into my gun sights.
I want to see a tank destroyer shot by him.
Does he have itchy trigger figure? Or is he going to...
Oh,
he's spotted. Is he going to get his shot? He's waiting for it.
No. He's out of his aim. He's out of his aim. He's out of his aim. He's safe.
Okay.
There we go. He's re-aiming.
Okay. Patience. Hold. Will he get him as he peeks over the corner? Is Failware going to actually try for a back boost
He broke a bush here, a tree, so he would be a lesser target, so he doesn't get spotted when he peeks.
Actually, here's what they're doing. They're doing similar to what happened at the Navi final, but it was just
When
Failware on his own.
peeked?
Failware's trying to peek so that Bratty can get the shot, but
Yeah, but there
Bratty's
is
really
50
far back.
seconds.
Yeah, they're just running down the clock, and I think they just accepted that they're going to lose it, and they're perhaps just talking amongst themselves. Or they might still have a plan here. Failware's going up to try and get a shot onto Diplomat. Doesn't see. Oh! Diplomat, take a bow, son. What a fantastic shot. The second he was spotted, he was gone. Diplomat knew where he was going to peek, was pre-aimed there, and absolutely wrecked him. In return, Bratty's able to get a shot into Diplomat, but it doesn't matter right now. That was an outstanding shot from an artillery, knowing exactly what was about to happen. And here we have Niall finishing off Bratty, and that's 2-1 to GoHard here on Cliff.
The Diplomat brings another meaning to artillery in this format, like for sure. It's kind of different when you pick someone in arty and him. They might have actually lost this game because the game started, boom, -1 tier 10.
Guys, I'm here, you know, it's just like coming into a party and just kicking the door open. You're like, whoa, Diplomat's here, boys.
Unreal. Like again, and this tank destroyer strike, that was totally cool.
That was a brilliant play. Again, just like last week, in the fantasy team, Pow!
You are
Bringing it home for me.
totally lucky.
Niall as well is in the fantasy team. I'm pretty sure he got an absolute crap ton of damage in that game. I can't wait to see the damage statistics to
I'm
see
totally
if that was
envious.
true or not.
Don't talk about fantasy anymore.
See if I can leapfrog above. I mean, the challenge is to beat Daki right now, so
Yeah, it's no challenge to beat me. Half of my team is AFK.
let's have a look at the damage done in that battle and see who was on top. Zanlon actually for Knäckebröd, and then Annihilator, then Diplomat.
Oh, Diplomat 2 games in RT, average 2.5k damage in both, I think. Like, come on.
That has got to be scary to play off against that, to see, okay, guys, we know GoHard's going to... Oh, no, they've taken artillery. Oh, no, that means Diplomat. Diplomat is going to be giving people nightmares right now. He is playing exceptional for GoHard, and so is Annihilator. Annihilator, he's sometimes found in artillery as well. He was on artillery in Mines on defense when Diplomat was in the tank destroyer. So Annihilator's doing consistent damage as well for GoHard. So those two guys are definitely MVPs of the team right now. Definitely, they are carrying their team. They're doing fantastic damage.
Well, Niall had a really bad start of the season, but he learned on his mistakes, so he's doing much better now. But Diplo, from game to game, he's just persistent. And it was really, if you remember, closest match was only with Legend. They lost that in that tiebreaker quite close.
Yeah. So
I bet like Ding is really happy to lose him, like after watching these games. Totally.
It's like, why
Who needs
did we-
Diplomat? Yeah, who needs
why?
Diplomat? Yeah.
Why? But Ding are doing really well without him. Ding,
Yeah.
Imagine Ding with him.
Too much.
Be scary.
Too
really
much.
scary. Really
Too
scary.
much. Too much.
So, how can Knäckebröd get back into this right now? That was a long, drawn-out match. It nearly went right to the end of the
And if you-
timers.
They're now defending. Cliff is not really pro defender side unless you one-shoot someone with RT. So unless the next game starts again like that, they have fair chance. I mean, even this one was fairly close, though they played with one guy less all the time.
The advantage was with GoHard for a long time, and then you had that exchange with Carry Barry, Crux, and two other guys. Where
That was a good exchange, but Kerry really played it out well.
yeah.
Like at the end, he made every shell count. He didn't miss. If he missed a single one, that might have been a match.
Okay, so the teams are switching position now. The other team's attacking, other team's defending. Let's have a look at the tank lineups and see which vehicles we're going to be using this round. Lots of bat chats as expected, but oh, there's a little sneaky pick from Knäckebröd.
Scorpion. Okay, this is a new premium vehicle. That's why we still don't have a picture there, guys. It's tier 8. It's more or less like a Rheinmetall Borsig with a gun. More mobile, but bigger, so no camo value. It kind of has a turret.
Okay.
I'm really interested how will it fare here. I mean, I can imagine several positions you can use it on 1-2 line or even behind. I don't know, is it fast enough to climb somewhere? I don't think so, but let's see.
I was asking Daki about this, and apparently Daki was saying it is fast enough to get up to those areas over the waffle, so that's why it's been chosen. He reckons it's
The
potentially
waffle
going to go
cannot
to that
climb
area.
anywhere. He's like
Yeah.
just slow.
So he said it's going to go on the left-hand side of the map, basically. So, well, the east, in the middle, I guess, actually, the middle area. GoHard, very standard lineup, all bat chats, and then also a 50B in there.
GoHard playing more or less almost the same lineup as Knäckebröd did in attack. Just Knäckebröd had a light and they have 2 tier 9 budgets.
Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see just exactly where this Scorpion is going to sit on the map and how it's used.
Well, no
Let's-
artillery at least.
No artillery at least, yes. So let's jump into battle number 2 on Cliff as GoHard lead Knäckebröd to 2-1. So I'm expecting the Scorpion to go just to A5. That's basically where Daki's saying it was going to go to. It can make
Well,
that
we will
jump
see.
apparently. Or
I
it can,
would
think-
like to see the way he would climb, if he can perform that. But other guys will just do standard things and just go for the middle, I guess. Brat is lingering in a base, so he's not even doing any kind of active spotting. He's just spotting if someone rotates the base.
So there we go. Hellfish coming round. Is he actually going to do that boost up and round the corner? As he said, it's possible.
Well, he's definitely going for that one. See, oh, the first one he did. That's fairly easy. Let's see. Yes, he's doing it.
And we have Karibari here and Kaizu climbing up the back of the hill. Raven's counter-spotting on the other side, so he's going to see perhaps try and get vision on them. As Zan and somebody else right below him, Zan's name is covering him, so we can't actually see who it
Ooh,
is.
guys who fell down.
Oh, Kaizu, he's the mountain goat. He normally never falls down.
Oh, Caribari also!
Caribari also!
Double fail.
Is that because, like, oh, buddy, like, I feel sorry for you, I'll just come down as well? Or were they trying to rotate? We'll just pretend it was part of the plan.
Bro power.
Oh, I thought Zan was actually falling down there as well. I thought everyone was just tumbling off the hill. Failware claims the hill. Zan coming up behind them. They're going up to an undefended hill as GoHard quickly swing round again and try and get back up there.
A kind of hellfish position is a giveaway because I don't think GoHard would have any harder problem to guess that than we did. And let's see, Kaizu strike 2.
Kaizu, so careful, so nervous. Now he's not sure where he goes. And no! He slid off again. Caribai's going to be like, dude, I'm just going to show you how to do it. Look, it's up here. It's up here, mate. That's how you do it. Oh, Kaizu. Dude, you're meant to be the one that's meant to climb up here
man,
all the
come
time.
on.
Get easy
Break
up.
a couple of more trees just to announce yourself.
Now, Failware's on a reload there, so it looks like he fired out a couple of blind shots and is quickly reloading. Annihilator's also reloading, so perhaps he's been blind shooting as well. Perhaps aiming up into where they expect Hellfish to be in the Scorpion.
Well, this is a normal thing. Danny is covering them while they're climbing, Kerry and Kaizu. And we have a multiple crossfire coming there from GoHard if someone peeks. But since they still didn't put enough tanks up on a hill, they cannot really do anything about it. Also, I don't think 2 tanks will be enough to do anything.
So Raven now reloading. He fired off, I think, 2 shots. Can Kaizu do it?
Strike 3.
Laddie.
No.
Come on, laddie. 3 times in a row. He was the one that made the fail on mines.
It was not his fault. It was a guy pushing him.
Oh, that was it was Caribari not carrying him very well there when he made that push. But it was Caribari who just got up here, no problem. So Kaizu really not living up to his Mountain Goat nickname, where he's normally the guy to climb up anywhere and everywhere for his team.
Well, GoHard at the moment starting the game after 3 minutes.
They've rotated
and reinforcements are here. Saksika, you do it.
Saksika. Just like, dude, I'm out. Somebody else do it. I'm not going to do it a 4th time. They'll be watching me with the camera. I can't handle the pressure. Now all the pressure is on Saksika as he goes up to try it.
Come on, wiggle the desk.
Yay! There we do. Oh, poor Kaizu. Poor Kaizu.
Whoa, Hellfish even took a blind shot. 2-1.
Oh, 2 shots coming in. He's not spotted, so they won't know if he's been connected
No,
there.
they just shot that bush, mate.
Yeah,
I told you, it's so default position that you really don't have to be that imaginative. But Danny's getting wrecked.
Danny's getting wrecked. Is he on the bottom of the hill? No, he's round the corner. Okay, so he's perhaps over-peaked there as Failware and Zan were the ones trading shots from Zan on the reload now. Failware spotted.
Well, the only thing is GoHard actually has no clue that they already connected Hellfish 2 times and that he's on 1 shot.
Saksika up here on top. He's fired off 1 shot. Zan's reloading. Caribari's on a reload as well, so it looks like he was the one getting shots across into Hellfish, perhaps. Failware now unspotted. Have to be very careful, GoHard, that they don't stick their head too far over the lip of that hill, because there's so many different Knäckebröd guns aimed up on them. So Danny dangerously actually has a damaged engine, so that's going to affect his speed. Now we have a rotation coming in here down the east side, the west side of the map, as we have 2 tanks rotating long. They're going to jump onto the AMX 50B right here. We're actually missing the exchange here. Bratty is getting shots coming in. Annihilator's coming down. So Annihilator's been jumped on. So it's Bratty and Crux getting the jump on Annihilator. Now Annihilator's dropped. Bratty took a lot of damage from that, but Annihilator was caught on his own with no support from his team. Very strong move and good rotation from Knäckebröd.
They took Nile there by quite a good call. I don't know why was he so badly covered by the rest of the GoHard. It looks like that failed climbing on a hill kind of threw them off. And this is more of like sporadic fight by GoHard, while Knäckebröd is doing minimal rotations just to chip in all the advantages they've been given so far.
Yeah, GoHard don't have the position that they want right now. They're on the attack. They need to have some kind of map dominance to be able to do that. Whereas right now, Knäckebröd and GoHard pretty much have the map split 50-50. So GoHard not able to get good vision of where the Knäckebröd vehicles are. Shots getting exchanged non-stop across the top of the hill. Pretty sure GoHard think themselves, man, what I would give for an artillery right now just to help clear out the top of this hill as all the tanks are sitting there. Diplomat coming across here to get cross shots into Zan. 2 good shots getting into him. Can he get a 3rd one? Doesn't look like it's possible. He's having to back off, and he's very cautious that he doesn't get rotated around the bottom, as the exact same thing just happened to Annihilator down in that area. So Diplomat's backing off a little bit worried that Crux and Bratty might come round and get him, as Crux is rotating round to try and get spots on him.
They're still pretty similar on HP, but the problem is for GoHard, one, of course, they're attacking. And the second one, lack of one gun, that's always what we say. Gun in a game is a big difference. So Knäckebröd has here more options available because they really don't care. Will Hellfish live or die? He's on one shot, he's tier 8, and every damage he does will just be a bonus for them. What they need to pay attention is Bratty to stay alive. Bratty, who is on low HP, and that's why he's just doing a back support for the other guys. He's not really in the fight. And this is a big deal.
Great shot, great crossfire from Caribari there on Zanlan. As Zanlan backed off and was getting forced forward by Diplomat. Diplomat has to be very careful. Crux wants to come round and get him. Tyne's trying to come round the bottom to get the counter onto Crux. Diplomat, how many? I can't see how many shells he's got actually in his tank, so he might be on a reload right now. As Crux looks like he's jumping on him. Tyne's coming round. He might get round in time. He might not. Diplomat getting shot in the rear. He's on a reload. Tyne is not coming around quick enough. Diplomat's going to drop here unless Crossfire comes in. And there is the Crossfire coming to Crux. More shots need to come in. Crux kills Diplomat, but at what cost? He's going to go down himself.
Oh, he managed to chafe off Danny. Oh, there is a big fight on the hill now because they know that Caribari and Sutsika are on the reload. That's the main issue here.
Blue line's coming in everywhere above Raven as everyone's trying to get shots onto them. Kaizu is taking shots as well. Sutsika coming in at the back of him. Danny's X trying to get as many shots in as he can as well. Caribari now facing off against Failware. Caribari's on a reload. Failware doesn't know that. There's always the danger of Hellfish getting shots in as well.
And Failware has a dead Amorek. After these 3 shots, even if he survives, he's out of the game completely.
But look at the damage that Danny Zek has taken. He has a damaged gun, he has a damaged engine, he has a damaged fuel tank.
But he's still alive. No, never mind that. Never mind that. Sutsika is taking a really brave play. They want to take care of Failware there. And they want to dig out the other guys.
Caribari wants to get shots down onto Failware, but Caribari's at risk of getting shot by the Scorpion as well. Gun discipline from GoHard. Can they focus their targets? On the reloads, this is not actually going their way. Sutsika,
oh, it's actually going brilliantly their way.
The reloads are coming off on GoHard's favor.
This is a really good play by GoHard now, finally.
Down the mountain. GoHard have turned this match around after a ropey start. They're now in a dominating position. Hellfish left at the back here. They know exactly where he is.
And they know Bratty is on really low HP, so he is not the big factor in this game at the moment. Now they can even apply the pressure on Cap. Hellfish is not the one to spot it.
So from what looked like a bad fight going against GoHard, their gun discipline and their target discipline has came strongly in their favor. And
Kaizu has the most HP.
Switch this one around.
Maybe he just didn't want to go uphill.
Oh!
Up. But that shooting on a hill when Caribari and Sutsika went out and double tapped the first guy.
Yeah.
Xane, that was really great and brilliant, and they managed to do 2 more to Failware while he was trying to run away.
Hellfish.
So that's the moment which broke the game. The team play by those 2 guys and those couple of shots literally just broke the game in their advantage.
Hellfish doing what he can to get shots off here, but Sutsika underneath him is going to get a shot into him, and he's going to finish him off. So unlucky there from Knäckebröd.
I don't think it's about luck. Knäckebröd had all kind of advantages. GoHard failed to climb, left Annihilator to die, and still, after all those disadvantages, they managed to gather their forces, to react well. Even you saw a rotation when Danny was chased, when he was in reload. Crux knew he was in reload.
Yep.
You saw how he hung on that hill, how he really tried to just lure him so other guys can shoot him and kill him.
Yeah.
He was doing desperately everything. It was really great play by the guys. I really like it.
Yeah, so lots of failed boosts again. Not boosts, but hill climbs. That's not what you'd expect from Kaizu there, would you?
I wouldn't expect it from the most of the guys in the Pro League, but as we said already, this is a high-pressure situation. In trainings, he might do them 10 of 10, easy. And then this is live. This is what happens. So over the time, they will all toughen, and it will happen. But we've seen even the best, like Applebow, in those most crucial moments, the guy who was carrying his team all the way, just lost it because of that.
Change in a second. So let's have a look at the damage and see. I'm pretty sure, sadly, Annihilator is going to be quite low in this, and will be Danny, but...
Sutsika and Caribari, and well deserved in the top of GoHard damage dealers. Well deserved. Like, they really played well entire game now.
Actually, I was just saying that about Annihilator, and he still stays on the first page there with the 50B, so he was still doing a lot of damage, but a huge amount of blind fire.
24.
24 shots.
Holy.
Imagine if you'd connected with them. He must have been blind firing from the very start.
From those, he connected only 4.
Wow. Oh, wow, wowee. So was that blind fire, or was that bad shooting on targets on the hill? Was he's probably aiming at very small.
My guess is he was shooting the guys on the hill, and then probably he did 1 or 2 shots when he was pushed. I'm just not sure because in DC, was he on reload or not?
Danizek and Tiny are not really having good games. Leech Bar as well in the back chat, only getting 2 shots in, only firing 4, so he was one of the first to fall there. Diplomat, we talk about him so many times in other matches. I guess maybe auto loaders are not his forte. Give him the big guns capable of doing huge damage and just let him go to town. Either give him a TD or give him artillery, and you're laughing then.
Well, honestly, Danny here lost a lot of HP in the start of the game by his own fault. He lost about 50%, and after that he was kind of a liability. But he managed to survive. Yeah, when he was monitoring the red line, he didn't cover himself well. So he took a couple of shots for nothing. But after that, he really did a good job, and he kept the enemy team proxy on a very risky and dangerous position, which requires a lot of discipline. So if he actually had all that HP there, it would be a much easier game, and he would probably be alive till the end.
So we have it now 3-1 to GoHard.
Yeah, it's a big break when one team takes a map 2-0.
Yeah.
This is really bad for Knäckebröd now.
It's like a snowball going down a hill.
Now they can play easy because they only need 1-1 on each map, and it's already over.
Okay, so our next match is going to be Ghost Town. Any team have an advantage here, Mojo, for the lineups?
Well, Knäckebröd knows sometimes in attack to just push kind of blindly, and occasionally it worked for them really well until the guys actually realize what they do, so they are now waiting for them. I don't think GoHard will allow that. It's just we need to see lineups first and make a judgment then.
So let's see the vehicle is going to be used for Ghost Town. Obviously, again, we don't see the player names beside them, but for each team, it looks like fairly standard lineups, doesn't it here, Mojo?
Well, let's say like this. On Ghost Town, the worst defense in the league is by Knäckebröd.
Oh.
Like, they have 17%. Even Legend, who is last on the scoreboard, has 40%.
Okay. But how many times have they played it compared to each other?
12 times they played that. So
wow.
a lot of losses in defense there. Compared to them, GoHard is a bit better. They have like 33% in defense, so none of them are really brilliant in that.
But
so
how are they on attack?
Knäckebröd like 50 and GoHard on 67, so a bit better there.
Okay.
Not the best map for Knäckebröd so far.
So let's jump into the action here on Ghost Town as GoHard lead Knäckebröd 3-1. So we have here Knäckebröd on the attack with GoHard on the defense. GoHard will be eager to get a 4th win on the board here and put a bit of pressure on Knäckebröd. Mojo, do you think we're going to see cap tactics, or do you think we're going to see...
Last time we've seen GoHard play this map, it was against the Legend, and it was in match day 3. That's quite a while ago, while Knäckebröd actually played it in both match day 5 and 6. So we really do not know did they change anything by now and so on. But so far, Dani and Suksika on tier 9 heavies, and the rest of the guys quite balanced setup in Clipper 50Bs. They're actually not using 57s.
So Karibani rushing out here trying to get some early spots. He might get himself wrecked by this group of autoloaders, but he's actually down the hill and away, so he doesn't get any vision for his team, but at the same time he doesn't get himself spotted as shots coming in here to take out some buildings, so they have some cross shots. They're just worried about perhaps... Oh, and Danny actually is the first one to take a hit here in WZ.
Yeah, he's just peeked out here a bit too much, but that's only 1 shot of damage. Tuna is already covering the field, so they have a cover on a 1 cap. They cannot get pressure there, though Knäckebröd has 2 1-1-3s. But look at this, the Leech Bear and Xane and the rest of the guys. This is not going to go well for GoHard.
Why would you push around there so much like that? Annihilator actually kills Bratty there in that exchange, but the sweep round here coming from GoHard into the back of Knäckebröd, that was an interesting pincer movement. GoHard still able to survive before their tanks. Annihilator's getting focused. Suksika's going to get spotted as the rest of Knäckebröd come round. Leech Bar's going to get focused now as well.